Well, over the past 25 years, Israel and India have developed not only a diplomatic partnership, but also a strategic one. In fact, last year, the Indian government signed two large deals with the Israel Aerospace Industries, a government-owned company that develops and sells defence and weapon systems. IAI reported the signing of the deals in the past few months, one worth almost $2 billion. Our senior defence correspondent, Shai Ben-Ari, is still with me in studio. Shai, this has been a growing partnership. Right. Take us back through the history here.
Right. Of course, the formal relationship started in 1992 with the diplomatic relations essentially being started back then. But really, since the turn of the century, a real strategic partnership has come into place here between India and Israel. It was originally the deal for the original Barak air defense system for about $270 million in 2001. That was what really started the snowball sort of rolling. And this year, of course, the Barak 8, and a more advanced version of that same system, which is also an air defense system that can counter both planes and missiles, that worth $2 billion, was signed this year. If you go back to previous years, there was also a $400 million deal for the Heron TP drone, which is a drone that reportedly has the capability to be armed. We discussed this a little while ago in the German context. Also, the Falcon early warning system, which can be installed on military aircraft to give a reading of what's happening in the skies. That also a deal set at $1 billion. So we're talking about really a very lucrative sort of partnership. The deal for the Barak 8 system, the biggest export deal in terms of defense that Israel has ever signed. And we could be seeing another deal signed perhaps during the course of this visit itself. There's a lot of anticipation over that, a lot of expectancy from different Israeli firms. And also perhaps, if not an actual signing of a deal, perhaps some sort of extension of an invitation to an annual event in India, the annual military parade where foreign leaders are often invited. If such an invitation would be extended to, for example, the Prime Minister or the President, that could be a sign that India wants to go as public as possible with this new strategic alliance. Not so new, actually.
Okay, Shai Ben-Ari, thank you so much for that insight there. We now go to Editor of Defence Forum India, Yusuf Unjwala. Yusuf, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Talk us through how important this relationship is on a defence level between Israel and India for the Indians.
It has been very important. The defense relations between India and Israel go back a long way, especially during the wars that we fought in 1999, especially during the Kargil war, where we had Israelis supply us the ammunition, the critical ammunition that we required. Since then, a lot of other defense purchases have happened, which was just mentioned a while back, the Falcons, the Barak ones, the Barak 8 now, which is a joint development between the DRDO and Israel. Apart from that, we also have the Spike missiles, as well as a lot of other electronic components which are coming in from Israel. So the defense relationship between India and Israel has been very robust over the years since establishment of diplomatic relations.
Right. Could we expect that relationship to wane under the opposition?
I think there is a kind of bipartisan support, although we do have certain apprehensions among sections of the Indian population. But if you go back in time, in 1992, when the diplomatic relations between India and Israel were established, it was the previous the government of Congress under Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao who took the step of establishing diplomatic relations between India and Israel. So yes, a lot of deals were signed during the previous UPA government with Israel, the Falcon deals, etc. I mean, a lot of these were signed by the UPA government. So this whole thing of formalizing and coming into this public domain is a new thing. That's the step forward that has been taken by Prime Minister Modi. But I think as far as such deals go, I think there is a bipartisan.
All right, Yusuf, we'll let you take that phone call. Thank you so much for being with us here at the I24 News Desk. Now, those are the top headlines around this visit this hour, but we are continuing to bring you the latest developments as Narendra Modi makes his way across Israel over the next 3 days. So do stay tuned with us. We'll be back with all the latest updates on the rundown at the top of the next hour. I'm Tracy Alexander. Thanks for joining us.